What's up, guys? Anton here, and listen, I know it's not Thursday, but I wanted to get this video out because I was just in the Chrome app, right, on my phone, and it gives you, like, I guess, recommended news stories based on what you usually read or do on Google. So this story that I pulled up on the computer so I could share it with you popped up there, and I knew what it was going to be like as soon as I saw the headline, and I'm sure it's going to get circulated a lot this week, especially in our communities, especially because it's a brand new article. It's on a huge site on Inc.com. And it's from the Weebly CEO, so they didn't use the term in the headline. But again, as soon as I saw this headline, why Weebly's CEO is saying no to the hottest trend in e-commerce, it's hard to be fond of middlemen who automate the process of ripping people off. I knew it was going to be about dropshipping, right? So first, as a disclaimer, I guess I'll go through this and share my thoughts. Basically, I'm assuming this is the guy that's the CEO of Weebly. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Weebly, they are basically like a WordPress or a Squarespace, right? They're like a platform that allows you to build websites. And I guess they interviewed this guy who is the CEO of that platform, and he was talking about dropshipping and really talking about how they don't like this business model and they don't want it on their platform. And if I could find the quote, I'll link to this too so you can go read it on your own because I'm gonna probably just butcher it. But a few things that stood out is, he's talking about how most of these drop shippers, let's say more and more frequently, drop shippers are sourcing their products from low-cost Chinese places like AliExpress, and usually the transactions, of drop shipping take place on a Shopify site. So basically, they're talking about Oberlo a little bit, and they're saying how you're going to find them. You're going to be targeted by the brand's ads, and basically they're linking to another article that was on The Atlantic, which is another huge publication. I think it was last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, where one of their writers posted their story of how they saw an Instagram ad for some fashion thing like a jacket, and then they got it from a scammy dropshipper. So the reason I wanted to share this, first of all, even the people that do that, because it also mentions drop shipping from Amazon to eBay and vice versa. If you've seen any of our stuff at Dropship Lifestyle, you know that we would never drop ship on eBay or Amazon or from one to the other. You also know that we don't work with any suppliers direct from China. We don't drop ship using Oberlo or AliExpress or any of that. But obviously, the program is still called Dropship Lifestyle, and everything I publish has been under, the whole drop shipping brand. And since I first started, I knew there was it was going to be tricky, right? Because here's what's funny. The term dropshipping, and I think this article even implies it, but all it means is basically it's a way to fulfill orders. So it could be from China, it could be arbitrage, it could be anything. And again, as you probably know, the way that we do dropshipping is we're basically just internet retailers where we sell for other brands. So yes, we are technically a middleman, but there's no middleman between us and the brands we sell for. So if I was going to sell, whatever it is, like if I was going to sell this pen, I would sell direct for this pen company. So obviously we don't sell pens, but you get the idea, right? And I don't agree with what this guy said, which is basically like they're ripping people off when they drop ship from China. I don't think anyone's ripping anyone off. They're basically just selling products, and maybe you are drop shipping from China. I don't see that as a ripoff at all, but I don't see it as a sustainable business model. And unfortunately, like we've seen in these past couple weeks with the Atlantic article and now here with the Inc. article that appeal more to the masses, obviously, I would say the general public thinks the term dropshipping now, they're going to associate it with being a shady or scammy business model. Now, here's the thing. I mentioned when I first started Dropship Lifestyle, I hesitated even in calling it anything with dropship in it, because even back then, people still associated dropshipping with usually shady business tactics. And that's often because if you Google dropshipping and you Google dropship suppliers, what you're gonna find are these middlemen who basically exist to, cut themselves in and, be a third party to make some money off you. And it's just not a long-term sustainable business model. So what I just want to reinforce in this video, because again, I'm sure you're going to see this article, you might have seen the one from Atlantic last week. Just remember, when you're talking to suppliers, this hasn't changed, but you should not refer to yourself as a dropshipper. You should not tell them, hey, I want to dropship your products. What we are is internet retailers, and we want to distribute that company's products. That's it, okay? So again, dropshipping's getting bad press. I get why. No, I don't believe people that dropship from China or, from AliExpress are scamming anyone. That I think is just ridiculous. Honestly, this guy might just be jealous because Shopify is exploding and has been for years now. But, forget about that. Just remember that when you are doing business and when you are talking to your suppliers and your potential suppliers, you do not want to use the term dropshipping. Even though there's technically nothing wrong with it, it now is gonna, again, have a negative association. So you're an internet retailer, you want to distribute their products, don't worry about these and, whatever. Just wanted to get that said because I know I'm gonna be getting emails about this like, oh, Anton, what do you think? So that's quickly my thoughts. I guess with that being said, guys, we'll wrap this one up. I got a good full episode for you this Thursday for Dropship Weekly and hope everyone enjoys the Super Bowl tomorrow at the time I'm recording this. I will say go Eagles because I'm a Jets fan, unfortunately, and I don't want to see the Patriots win again, but hope everyone at least got some value out of this and has some clarity on what these articles are referring to. So again, I'll link them below so you could read through them yourselves. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you this Thursday for Dropship Weekly.